Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be like an SFX makeup. If you don't know what that is, you're going to find out. But it's all like horror, gory kind of makeup. So I'm going to do like a patched up look. I've never done this kind of look before, so hopefully it goes okay. So let's go on with the video. So I'm just going to start off by putting a bit of moisturize on my face, just because we are putting a heavy base on and you don't want your skin to get irritated. Just make sure your moisturiser is all dry just before you put the product on, otherwise it's not actually going to stick. So to start to make your patch, literally just add foundation into like a square shape. You can line it out, but I just went straight for it. You can use whatever you like to apply your foundation, just my preference, I use a beauty blender. Just add a bit of powder on top just to set your foundation. So I'm just going in with my eyebrows now. If you don't draw your eyebrows on, it's not a problem, but for this look you want quite a dramatic eye to create the illusion. I'm just using the Freedom Eyebrow Pomade in the shade Caramel. And for my eyeshadow look, I'm using the Morphe 3502 palette, and yep, as I opened it, literally the black just went everywhere. So yeah, shit happens. So back to the eyeshadow. You don't have to do eyeshadow, but as I said, it is quite a dramatic eye look, so you can get that illusion. So I'm just going in with autumnal colours, so like reds and oranges. So for the scar wax, I actually make my own. I use flour and Vaseline. So I always start off with a little bit of flour and a little bit of Vaseline and then mix it up. It doesn't really matter how much you put in there because you can always top it up later like I did. So just keep stirring it until it looks like a Play-Doh consistency. You can pick it up with your hands and mould it just to see if it's ready for you like this. So once you get the consistency that you want, just literally add 2 pumps of foundation and mix it. Always rub a bit of Vaseline into my hands before doing this because this part will get very sticky otherwise. So this is how you're going to make your patch. So roll it into like a sausage form and put it on your face. Get a knife, don't use a sharp knife, just use a small butter knife or a spatula if you have one, and just smooth the edges down. So now I'm starting off with the other bit of the side. It doesn't actually have to look neat because you are going to cut most of the excess away. You can start cutting the excess bits away, so if it's getting in your hairline, cut it away. So when you actually start getting onto your nose, it is quite hard because obviously your nose isn't a flat surface, so it is going to take quite a time to mould it, but patience is the key and don't give up. So my scar wax was actually hating me on my nose, but you can actually go around and start cutting excess bits to form an actual structure of a square. So this was like my little victory dance because I finally got it to stick to my nose. But like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be messy because you're still going to be putting colour over the top of your scar wax. You're going to go back in with your eyeshadows. I used red, brown and orange. And you're just going to go over your scar wax just to give it a little bit of an effect and a bit of texture. So go in with a brown, but make sure you still don't get it on your foundation, just to blend it in properly so you can't see the scar wax. So now you're going in with the same autumnal colours all on your face, and do the dabbing technique. Like, don't just smother it all over your face because you want to try and get that texture underneath the blood that you'll be applying later. Just keep dabbing the colours. If you want, you can add a bit darker colours in there. Don't just use the same colour because you're trying to add different types of textures and the colours. Once the base is basically covered, I just go over the scar wax and just blend in a bit of a darker colour just so it blends in a bit nicer. So I'm going to get some fake blood, and this is going to be messy, so I've definitely put a towel under you. You're literally just going to cover the whole face in blood, except from the bit where your patch is. So I put blood all the way around the scar wax first, just so you know you're not going to get it in the patch, and try not to get it all in the foundation. So I didn't actually realise that I had blood dripping down my face until in a minute. So if this actually happens, don't worry, just get a towel and literally dab it. Like, don't smudge it into the foundation, just quickly dab. So once you've done around the scar wax, literally just cover yourself in blood. You're going to look like Harry, but embrace it. When actually putting the blood all over my face, I realised I didn't even like this blood. So I used my spray blood that I have in my box, and it's just a little bit darker, so I just blended the colours within each other. Because it was still running, I just found this leaf and just started dabbing it on my face. I didn't have any thread or string, but this would look really cool if it was like sewn in. So the only thing I had was staples, but they didn't stick. So I used paper clips instead, but it still looked pretty cool. Thank you for watching. This is the final look. If you don't have like paper clips, you can use like whatever. But I just chuck a couple of paper clips on my face. It just looks so funny because where I am so pale and the face is so red, it is bloody wonderful. But yes, thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and if you want to see more videos, comment below. See you later.